Everyone, welcome to e-content session. I am Roopa PC, Assistant Professor in Commerce, Shri Shankaranand Singh Government First Grade College, Hospet. This is the 9th session of Cost Accounting 1 paper of BCom 5th semester of Vijayanagara Shri Krishna Devaraya University. From session 9 to 24, we have materials session. In these sessions, we will understand about the materials theory part as well as the numerical part. In theory part, we will understand what is material, its importance, what is material cost control, and how to control the material cost. And in numerical parts, we will learn about the stock levels, different stock levels and EOQ, and also the methods of issuing the materials. So in this ninth session, we will understand what is material and its importance. We will understand the material cost control and its need, and the advantages of material cost control, and the functions of purchase department and purchase procedure, and the functions of a storekeeper, and also the store records, that is bin card and store's ledger. So what is material? The commodities that are used in production or manufacturing industry in crude or original form are called as materials. So material includes raw material, components, tools, consumable stores, spare parts, etc. Material is the first and the most important element of cost in production industries. So what is the importance of material? So in production industries, 60 to 70% proportion in the total cost of production will be material cost. An uninterpreted supply of raw material of acceptable quality and in required quantity as and when required by the production department is a prerequisite for carrying out the production activities. Non-availability of raw materials brings the entire production activities to a standstill. So what does material include? Material includes raw materials. So raw materials are the basic material supplied in crude form to be used in production, that is jute, cotton, steel, timber, rubber, coal, etc. So material also includes components. So components are not raw in nature, rather are finished parts made out of the raw materials which are assembled to make the finished products. For example, tires and tubes in cycle industries, stabilizers in AC and fridge manufacturing, batteries in car manufacturing, monitors in computer manufacturing, etc. So material also includes tools. Tools are the appliances used in the manufacturing operations, for example, hammers, screwdrivers, drills, milling cutters, etc. So materials also include consumable stores. Consumable stores are the items used for smooth running of the machines. Example, lubricants, oil, cotton waste, rags, brooms, etc. So material also includes spare parts. So spare parts are used for the maintenance of plant, machinery and buildings and for smooth running of the production schedule. So material may be direct or indirect materials. So direct materials are those which can be easily measured and traced to the manufacture of a product. They form a part of the finished product. For example, leather used in making pair of shoes or yarn required for cloth are direct materials. So indirect materials are those materials which cannot be conveniently or accurately allocated to a particular unit of product. They are consumed but do not form a part of the final product. For example, nails used in making of shoes or button or threads used in ready-made clothes are indirect materials. So what is material control? So material control is a systematic control over the purchasing, storing and using the material so as to minimize the cost. Material cost control refers to managerial activities relating to giving instructions or directions to ensure maintaining adequate quality and quantity of material for uninterrupted production process with the objective of minimizing material cost per unit. In simple words, it is a system which ensures that right quality of material is available in the right quantity at right time and right place with the right amount of investment. As material constitute such a significant part of the product cost, and since this cost is controllable, proper planning, purchasing, handling and accounting are of great importance. So, what are the objectives of material control, or what is the need for material control? So, first one is ensuring supply of adequate quantity of materials. Sufficient quantity of material should be made available for all the activities and departments in the organization so that uninterrupted production can be carried on and work does not stop due to non-availability of materials. Second one is optimum investment of materials on materials. Keeping the amount invested in materials under control is a central objective of material control. Locking up of funds in stocks result in mismanagement of working capital. Overstocking should be avoided in view of its disadvantages. Excessive investment and overstocking can be avoided by fixing maximum stock level for all major items of materials. So, third one is favorable terms of purchase. So, the purchase price and other terms of purchases should be of maximum advantage to the firm. At the same time, quality and specification of the material should be as per requirements. Fourth one is control of wastage. Wastage of material during storage and handling on the production floor should be minimized. Standards can be fixed for wastage and efforts can be made to keep the actual wastage below the standard level. Pilferage, theft, etc. should be minimized to keep material cost within control. Fifth is control of obsolescence and spoilage. Loss due to the materials becoming out of date or getting spoiled and unusable is a major cause for material losses. Fixing stock levels and utilizing materials in the time can minimize the losses. So, sixth is proper reporting to management. Management has to be informed frequently about the stock of the raw material so that production is planned. This is possible only if there is proper reporting system and updating of records by the storekeeper. Seventh is prevention of misappropriation of materials. So, proper internal check of receipts, issues and consumption of raw materials helps in the prevention of misappropriation of material by the employees. So, last can be proper control system for settlement of invoices. Supplier's invoice is to be paid only after verifying the physical receipt of materials to avoid excess payment to the suppliers. So, then what are the advantages of material control? So, an effective material control system ensures availability of materials for production, reduces wastage of raw materials, achieves economy of buying and storage cost, reduces pilferage, theft, obsolescence and other material losses, avoids excessive investments in stocks, helps in maintaining perpetual inventory system to furnish information to management regarding materials, helps in ascertaining value of jobs, process and orders. So, now we will learn about the purchase department and its procedure. Purchases are made by the purchase department. Purchasing department is to make the purchase of the required quantity of various items of materials at the right time of good quality at the most economical price. It procures materials at most favorable terms consistent with maintaining the desired standard of quality. If the business concern permits, it should have separate purchase department. The top management lays down the purchase policy and the purchase department makes the purchases accordingly. The purchase department must answer the following questions: what to purchase, when to purchase, where to purchase, how much to purchase, and at what price to purchase. So now we will study the purchase procedure. A systematic and well-defined purchase procedure should be followed to make the purchase of the raw material as any lapse in the procedure may result in the stoppage of production. So the purchase procedure normally involves 5 important steps. First one is purchase requisition. A form known as purchase requisition is commonly used as format requesting the purchase department to purchase the required material. Normally, the purchase requisition is issued by the stores department when the quantity of the concerned material reaches the minimum level. Second one is selection of the suitable supplier. After the receipt of the purchase requisition, the purchase department places an order with the supplier offering to buy a certain material at stated price and terms. However, before issuing the purchase order, quotations may be invited from various suppliers for arriving at the best deal. Third one is placing order for supply. Purchase order is issued to the selected supplier. Purchase order is a legal document or a record of agreement between the purchaser and seller. The purchase order should be normally prepared on the printed forms and should contain all the necessary details such as quantity, quality, specification of the goods, rates approved, place and date of delivery, mode of transport and terms of payments, etc. So fourth step is receiving and inspection of materials. The responsibility of the receipt of materials and inspection of the same is entrusted either to a storekeeper himself or to the receiving department and inspection department. The receiving department receives, unloads, unpacks, checks the quality of the materials and quantity of the materials received. So fifth one is verification of invoice and passing for payment. After receiving the invoices from the supplier, they are sent to the stores and accounting departments for verification of the quantity and price of the materials mentioned in the invoices. After checking the required documents, the stores department requests the accounting department for making the payment of invoice to the supplier. So next we will move on to the stores department. Stores department plays an important role in controlling the material cost by requisitioning only the required materials in required quantities at the required time by preventing all the types of losses and materials in the stores department. It can contribute heavily to the control of the cost. The stores department is headed by the person called storekeeper. The storekeeper is responsible for the store's control. The main functions of the stores department are this storekeeper are as follows. First one, to initiate the purchase requisition for materials based on the position of the stock. Second one is to maintain the various stock levels. Third one is to receive the materials from receiving and inspection department. Next is to check the materials received by comparing with the purchase requisition and place them in the proper bins. Next is to issue the materials on receipt of material requisitions from the various departments. Next is to maintain the store's records like bin cards by entering the receipt, issue and balance of materials. So next is to send periodical reports to the management regarding the slow moving, dormant and obsolete materials to enable them to take suitable decisions to avoid the losses. So next is to take the preventive actions against the deterioration, evaporation, absorption of moisture, fire, theft, etc. So next we'll come to the records maintained by the store department. So the store department has to maintain two main records, that is bin card and stores ledger. So what is bin card? A bin card is a card showing the quantitative record of the receipts, issues and balances of materials kept in the concerned bin. Bin is a place or box or almirah where the materials are kept. It is the statement of all the receipts and issues of materials and is maintained by the storekeeper and kept in the stores department. It records only quantity of materials, not the value. It is updated when receipts and issues are made. So next record maintained by the storekeeper is stores ledger. Stores ledger is a record of stores both in quantity and value. This record is identical with the bin card except in respect of values. So this contains an account of every item of stores and makes a record of receipts. So record of receipts, issues, balances both in quantity and value. So in the next sessions we will learn about the stock levels. Thank you.